Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. We're looking at Decisive Dividend Corporation, my favorite and only industrial stock in my portfolio. Now, Decisive Dividend had their Q2 results, which was a miss. Very sad. I'm kind of salty about it. They had actual 6 cents. They were supposed to have 10, so that's about a 40% miss, which is kind of And in turn, today they dropped about 7%, and then they very quickly rebounded. For some reason, off this news, someone sold 16,000 shares, which I don't understand why. But hey, you do you. Now, with that said, how did they do overall? Well, looking over the 3 months for so far this year, compared to last year, sales are up 32%, profit is up 48%. Gross profit percent went up 4%. Adjusted EBITDA is up 5%. Sorry, profit per share is literally flat. And then per share diluted, negative 14% because they issued shares, sadly. Free cash flow went up 13% per share and 55% overall. Free cash flow less maintenance capital went up 61%, and it went up 18% here, and the dividend went up 18%. Again, this is right before they increase the dividend to the 4 cents we're going to get paid in August. Dividends declared went up 62%. Payout ratio for the 12 months is 59 compared to an 86. You'll love to see it. And they break down literally everything in here too. And yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it. Now, going over the sales and stuff, one, they did take on more debt. So that's why you can see right here, interest on long-term debt did go up a decent chunk. Canada, the US is still their biggest. Other is still a small amount. It did like 3x, but it's still kind of small compared. Now, the biggest thing brought up in the earning call today was Slimline is once again underperforming the entire portfolio. So that is something to keep an eye on if you continue following this company into the future. I'm thinking it's just their sales or just something is happening. I don't actually know what. And listening to the earnings call, I missed the first half where they were explaining it, sadly. But from the sounds of it, it's just they're getting a whole ton of staff and they're getting all this stuff all figured out. So it should be, they said fixing Q3. We'll see. I kind of doubt it, but we'll have to wait and see. Hearth saw a nice jump of 2 million. Industrial saw a jump of 5.1 million, literally a double. Machine products was basically flat. Merchandise products, this is literally just marketing impact, was flat. Wear parts is up slightly. So it's up about, what is that, 1.2 million. So it's not that bad either. And as you guys can see, compared to last year, they are massively overperforming. Quite a nice chunk for every single segment except for Slimline, which is kind of sad to see. Has nothing you can do about it. Now, the biggest thing is, again, as you guys know what I like to check, how stable is the dividend? So this dividend does not include a dividend hike. If we can do this right now, 0.04 divided by 0.035. 14.28%. So 611 plus 14.62%. Basically $700. So the dividend amount they paid per month went from 448,000 to 611,000, and now the new amount is $700,000. So 700 times 3 quarters in a year, is $2,100. Now, if we go back to this one, you can actually see how much they made. Free cash flow, less maintenance expense. Now, this one, again, does not include IHT, which is supposed to really increase everything across the board, so we'll have to wait and see for that. 2,729. So again, without including IHT, they have a 76.95% payout ratio, or because they like rounding up, a 77%. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, but as they explain in here, innovative, right here, Subsequent to June 30th and before they were authorized, the company acquired innovative heating tech. These financial statements do not include any asset, liability, revenue, expenses, or cash flow related to IHT. Now, if we go inside of here, oh man, is it here or where is it? IHT. Here you go. This is note 4. This is note 4, acquisitions. So IHT. So basically explain that, which is located outside Winnipeg, is a well-established manufacturer, developer of high-efficiency heating mats and a lighting solution for hog production. Purchase agreement, they go over the agreement and everything like that, and they reported the consolidated statement of profit includes revenue, gross profit, and profit of Capital One, Micron, that from acquisitions. As outlined in the table below, had the acquisition of Capital One, Micron, Procore, and IHT been effective from January 1st, the group would have realized revenue, gross profit of 6 as outlined in the table below. So we are looking at literally this. So profit, we can literally see gross profit right here. Realize consolidated pro forma, result of acquisition. So we'd be looking at basically this. So if they were from the very beginning, your gross profit is $32 million compared to 22. So it would have been a massive jump. So that's why, the dividend payout ratio, it's jumped a lot, but I'm not worried about it for that reason. Is that when this actually takes into effect, it should be a-okay. It shouldn't be anything to really panic or worry about. Is there anything else in here I really want to discuss? Oh, if you're wondering how much money they made from the share issuance of diluting everybody, there you go, $10.6 million. Which they did use some of it to repay debt. You can see it literally right below it. As for that... Oh, where is it? There you go, long-term debt right here. So you can literally see their interest rate, prime plus 1%, prime plus 2.5, 6.9, and 2.2 on equipment loans. Maturity date 2026, 26, 26, 25. They have maxed out the non-amortizing term loan. They have gotten a little bit of revolving credit, which I believe this is their highest at like almost 7%. I have to double check that though. And they have used a small amount of the revolving term acquisition facility. What I am hoping they do going forward, which we'll see if that actually is true, is they just pay off debt. I don't want to see another dividend hike this year. Just pay off the debt. Because, as much as, it is barely affecting the company, I'd rather they just pay off their debt. Come on, man. I'd rather they just pay off debt than hike dividends. But with that honestly is it. We covered everything I wanted to. There's nothing amazing. There's nothing, bad about it. Clearly, the market is just kind of, very meh with it. Yeah, you had a 7% drop today, but it ended at, negative 3% for a miss of 40%. That's not bad. But yeah, with that said, all you guys have yourself a good one, and I'll see you all later. Bye!